Now, after building your PC, you're supposed to set up your BIOS. BIOSes are very different from computer to computer, so I suggest just watch a J2Z video. And next is installing Windows 10. That's where I can help you. Well, the first step in installing Windows 10 is downloading Windows 10. I've left all the links in the description. So first of all, click the download Windows 10 link. There, I need you to scroll down and go to download tool now. And save the media creation tool. Then launch media creation tool after downloading it. Now here, accept. I sell my soul to Microsoft. And wait again. Click on create installation media, and before clicking on next, I need you to prepare a USB drive that has at least 8 gigabytes. And of course it's empty because it will format your USB drive no matter what. Or a DVD, it can work too. Next. Now here you can change the language, edition and architecture. For example, I will set it to English United Kingdom. Next. And here, well, I have my USB flash drive ready. You can also do it manually. If you want to do it manually, you can skip ahead because I will show this method too. This is the USB flash drive. Next. Refresh and choose the drive. Next. And in this step, you have to wait. Alright, when it's finished, it will say your USB flash drive is ready. Just click on finish. It will clean up the files. It's very common for this tool to give you an error, and if that happens, just do this. Go to settings, updates and security, troubleshoot, additional troubleshooters. Click on Windows Update and run the troubleshooter. After it's done, try running the tool again. Now, if you want to flash Windows into your USB manually, check out this part. If you have already done the automatic method, skip ahead. For this you will need UNetbootin. I've put the link in the description. What's good about this tool is it's available in Windows, Linux and Mac OS. In this case, it's Windows for me. Now, I need you to go to Media Creation tool again. Sell your soul again to Microsoft because once isn't enough apparently. Accept. And in this step, click on ISO file. Next. Choose where you want to save it. And then wait for it to finish. Now I'm not gonna wait again for this process to finish. I actually already have a Windows 10 ISO here, so I'll just quit this. Yes. Now launch UNetbootin. Click on disk image, ISO, and choose your ISO. Here, USB drive, drive E, this is where my drive is mounted, and click on OK. After 2 hours later, it finished. Click on exit. Now what you need to do is boot from your USB. So restart your PC and go to the BIOS in order to change the boot order. Welcome to the point of view camera, also known as POV in porn. Now, we need to go to the BIOS. Every motherboard has a different BIOS shortcut. So you'll have to search that by yourself, but I will still put a link in the description that shows the shortcut for every motherboard. In this case, I have a Super Micro motherboard and I have to click on delete to go to the BIOS. Let's go. Also, who names their company after they... The PC is on. What I do is finger that delete button. Now that we're here in the configuration of your boot drive, I suggest you configure your drive as a... how do you spell that? Because IDA is very old and RAID is for specific cases too, but in this case we're just installing Windows, so this one, however you spell it. Now in order to boot from a USB, go to the boot device priority, and there you will have to set as the first boot device your USB, and Don't forget, after finishing the installation, you can set your main SSD or hard disk as your first boot drive, so it will boot to Windows. When you're finished, exit and save changes and exit. Press any key from your keyboard and it will boot to the Windows 10 setup. Now you choose the language, time and currency format, and the keyboard or input method. Then next, and click on install now. Here you have to activate your Windows by inserting the product key. You can click on the card to see how to activate it for educational purpose. You know what I mean. For this moment I'll click on I don't have a product key. Now you have to choose your edition. The most common choices are Windows 10 Home, Windows 10 Pro, and Windows 10 Pro for workstations. I will put in the link in the description a comparison between these. I would suggest you choose Windows 10 Pro. Selling soul, I accept selling my soul. Next. Now this is the most important step. In custom, as you can see, I have 2 drives, 2 disks. What I do here is, on your keyboard, click Shift plus F10 and it will show you this command prompt. Write on it disk part, write list disk. It will show you the 2 disks that are available. You have to convert the disk in which you are installing Windows into a GPT. It's something I highly suggest you do. Write select disk. In this case, I'm installing Windows in disk 0. You can see from the storage. I'm gonna suppose you have stuff on your disk, so write clean. In this case, it will wipe the disk. Then convert GPT. The commands will be in the description, of course. Now do list disk again. As you can see, it's a GPT. Now close. Go to custom. Now I have a tip for you. If you are using 2 hard disks or 2 SSDs, you can skip this tip. But let's say this is the SSD and this is the hard disk. Sometimes it has happened to me while I choose to install it on the SSD, Windows will also install some files in the HDD, and we don't want that. So in order for it to not install files in a hard disk, click on new and just create a random hard disk just so it doesn't write on it, because in this case it's empty. Now it's a partition, it will not write in it. Select drive 0 and click on next. Now the installation process has started. Do not turn off your PC or move anything, and just wait. During the installation process, your PC will restart multiple times. Don't worry about that. Restart now. Hey, we're in. Now you can insert whatever you want in these. In this case, country. I will just choose United Kingdom. Yes. Wait, the first thing you need to do is to add volume. Turn it down because Cortana is gonna scream at any moment. The right keyboard layout, I'm gonna say this one. Yes. If you want, you can add another keyboard layout. You may be that guy who uses 2 keyboards. Wow. Skip. I don't use 2 keyboards. Okay, now this is showing up. It says get the latest from Windows. While the setup process is continuing, it will also install updates in the background. We need that. Get it. In my case, I'm setting up for personal use. Next. In this step, I would suggest always create an offline account and then sign in. I will explain later. So here, I will write this username and my user's name will be this one. If I were to, my username would be something like this. So it will be cropped out, and that sucks because you're stuck with that username. So I suggest you create first a local account and then sign in later. If you don't want to use a password, just leave it empty. Well, this is up to you. Let Cortana have things done. Well, I would say this is up to you, but I highly suggest not now. Hi. Well, we have successfully installed Windows 10 Pro. Well, that was interesting and very informative. The installation process doesn't finish here. You have to install your software, change settings, so look forward to that stuff in another video. I probably have put a card here if I already uploaded it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it helped you, please leave a like. If you have any questions, comment below. And for more videos, subscribe to become a pro. Bye!